Switch.
And we're live. Ish. Is it live?
I don't know yet.
Usually it gives us a countdown.
Okay.
There's that.
Okay. I think we're live. It's so tiny.
No, it's kind of hard to monitor it like that.
Oh wait, well I got my iPad. We think we're live, so hey, welcome to another episode of the Northwest Brewmeisters. I said don't clap, didn't I?
You did say don't clap.
And then I just clapped. I hope that didn't overload anything. My name's Jamie,
I'm Steve.
and we're just two guys from the Pacific Northwest who like beer.
I think you should too.
Yes. So hopefully the audio, at least the speaking audio, is better this time. Talked with my wife who watched but yet could not comment.
Right.
I don't know, I think that's user, that's operator error on her part. We're gonna have to, maybe one day you're gonna have to go live and I'll be at my house. I'll figure out how to comment for it. Anyhow, she said the audio was really bad, lots of clipping, and I think I fixed that.
Yeah, I think other people had said the same thing too.
And I also fixed the autoplay on the music, on the song, so now the song will only play when I hit play, which of course requires me to walk all the way up there and hit play. But hey, you know, one day we'll have a production team.
One day.
Or maybe not.
Probably not.
Maybe one day we could just get an external monitor and keep the controls here.
Yeah.
So we don't have to go back and forth. We need a
What
monitor.
would help is a different camera, not laptop camera.
You get that
Like
ring
an
thing.
actual camera that you know, laptop's next to you, but the camera's over there, kind of thing, you know.
But you know, it's actually easier to talk to your own face though than it is to the camera. You're like, it's like hard. It's like, I'm having a hard time just talking to this camera, imagining there's someone behind it.
We could get like one of those cardboard personas of somebody.
Yes.
Pretend like we're talking
Good
to
idea.
them.
A drunk person.
Yeah, we'll get a Heather on it,
Yes.
and then just put it right behind the camera, you know. So we're talking to Heather.
There you go. I'm down with this. All right. These are future things coming way in the future.
Probably never.
Probably never.
Are we sure we're live?
I am not sure we're live. I'm gonna get my iPad.
I know, right? I can use my phone too, just to see what's going on. Boost our views a little bit, you know.
Yes, we'll both walk in. Hey, we got 2 views. All right.
Oh,
awesome.
wait, it's us.
It's okay.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm cool with that. Pardon us while we. Oh yeah, we're live. Came up.
Pardon us while we figure this out.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Look.
Most professional broadcast
Yeah, here we are.
this side of the Columbia River.
There's me on my phone.
Oh,
Who's that? Somebody popped in. I can't read it. Hello, commenter. I can't see who your name is though.
Heather Dunn Perfetti.
What?
It's Jade. She says, "Hi, lovelies."
Hello.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hi, Jade.
I love that. You have no idea how much I love that. I'm gonna encourage other people to call me lovely. It's like, "Hi, my name's Jamie, but call me lovely." Not you. You're a really big, ugly, bearded lumberjack guy. Please don't call me lovely. I'll be uncomfortable. But you, however, can call me lovely.
All right, I'm not.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in, Jade.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. We're gonna have another exciting day, I think.
Completely improvised dialogue.
Totally improvised. Everything's improvised.
You know, I don't think jinxing is really a real thing. You know, people always like, oh, I don't jinx it, but I hope I don't jinx us. But we haven't had any kind of catastrophes for a while, man. You know? And now I said it.
It's a good thing that I already have a batch of this beer conditioning. I actually don't believe in jinxing either.
Are you already at 10?
I'm at 140, so I kind of backed
Pretty
it off.
close, yeah.
Stuff.
Well, good. Yeah, we started getting the fire going sooner. That way we're not brewing later into the evening anymore. That's actually working out pretty well, I think, the last few brew days. I thought that thing was open for a second. You're gonna have to double wrap that guy.
Yep.
You have a regular boil, right?
Yes, this is
Okay.
a regular boil, regular 1 hour boil, so I can go first. Okay, that'll be fine.
Like good old Navy not, right?
Nope, I did it wrong. It's a granny.
Right, not, yeah.
There's really not much difference. It's just
Which
the way you flip
loop
it.
goes first, kind of thing.
Right. But I figure since I have two, I don't have to wrap around the spoon. I can just.
Yeah, just hang them. That's cool. That
There we
works,
go.
man.
Perfect.
That
Yes,
works.
I am good at this.
You're good at hanging your sack over the spoon. Yeah, it's coming.
Has it been 30 seconds? Are we safe?
I think we are.
Besides, that's just double entendre. That's not.
Exactly.
foul
No one's using any foul language.
That's right. If you're old enough to get the joke, then you're old enough to get the joke. And if you're not, you won't. It's like a Disney movie.
Yeah. One of those. I don't know if they do that anymore, but I know like in the 90s and 80s Disney movies there was little entertainment for adults that had to sit through with their kids, you know.
Well, there was at one point where the Disney movies came under fire because I don't know if they had disgruntled animators,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it was more than
You
double
find a phallus or
entendre.
something in there. Yeah.
It was like what do they call it? Like Easter egg type things,
Yeah.
but really graphic type stuff.
Well, and I know the original poster, like artwork for Little Mermaid, had a phallus in it. One of the towers.
Yeah.
You know, they recalled all those and they reissued the DVDs. No, excuse me, the VHS tapes actually. You know,
Right.
originally VHS. And then there's a frame in the movie The Rescuers. Remember that one with about the mice?
Ooh, that's really old.
From the 70s. Yeah, there's one frame in there where it's like a single frame in itself from like a porno. It's like looks like a topless thing into some boobs, you know, but still it's in there. It's in the background. And you have to stop it at exactly the one frame to catch it.
You gotta catch it.
But what makes me curious is like, how did someone find that? It must have been pure dumb luck. They paused the movie. They're like, what is that? You know?
Right? No, I mean you're probably not wrong. Do you see my phone?
Last time I saw it was on the other
Yeah, it's
table.
not there.
Not there, obviously. Did you go inside here? I mean,
Do you see my phone?
Jay, do you see his phone?
Oh, found it.
Oh,
Found it.
sweet. All right. So what are we making today?
Oh yes. All right. So tell you what, you go ahead. You start.
Okay. Well, if you've caught the last couple of broadcasts, you may have noticed I hadn't been brewing. Not because I really didn't want to, just mostly because I had a surplus of beer that I wanted to move first. And
Correction. You can never have too much beer. You just didn't have enough storage.
Okay, good point. Rephrase that. So, point is, I've consumed some of that beer with some help, and now I have openings in my kegerator in my living room, not in my dining room for fermenters and such. So I have been brewing a cream ale. And not my recipe, it's one of the recipes from our brew supply guys. I remember doing, this was like one of the first ones we ever did, like when we first started brewing.
Ooh, yeah,
together.
wow.
And it's been a long time since we've done this. Me being a brewer that likes to kind of brew with the season, heavier beers in the winter, lighter, crispier beers in the summer, warmer months, yes, I know it's spring, but, so I figured I'd start off the spring with this cream ale, which is a little bit lighter. A light straw-colored ale with a balanced hop and malt flavor. Smooth malt and corn-like aroma, coupled with crisp lager finish. So it's gonna be light, which is fine. Original gravity 1.042, final gravity 1.010, which is an ABV of 4.2%. So it's not gonna be really strong alcohol-wise, but that's okay too. I don't drink beer for the buzz. I drink beer because I like to drink the flavor of beer, And the buzz is a nice side effect,
Serendipitous.
Serendipitous, there you go. With an IBU of 20, which means it's not going to be bitter at all. It's going to be kind of on the sweet side, to be honest with you. My inventory, I have 3/4 pounds of honey malt and 1/4 pound of crystal 10L. 10L means it's very light in color, so this is going to be almost like if I poured a Budweiser in a glass, it would probably be that kind of color. I don't mean to insult Mount Cream Ale with compared to a Budweiser, but color-wise, it's
Color's color, man. Everybody knows what color Budweiser is.
Yeah. It is an extract kit, so I'll be using 3.3 pounds of Pilsen light malt extract, 1 pound of rice syrup solid, so it's dehydrated rice syrup, and 1 pound of dextrose, which is corn sugar. And the yeast are gonna love all that. My hops are 1 ounce of Willamette at the 60-minute point, and then an ounce at 1 minute remaining. So it's not going to be a hoppy beer. I mean, it's going to have some hop character to it, but it's not going to be like an IPA kind of hoppy,
No. closer to a pale ale. Well, it's a cream ale, so.
Right. And then I like this yeast because I call it my Rush yeast. This is the White Yeast 2112 California Lager yeast.
Rush.
Because there's an album by the band Rush called 2112.
Ah.
So it's Rush yeast, you know. Canadians be proud.
All right. Good deal. I just know that Rush is Geddy Lee, Neil Peart, another guy, and that the lyrics make.
Alex Lifeson was the guitar player.
Alex Lifeson?
Lifeson, I can't remember quite. So.
Anyways, and that the lyrics made no sense.
I mean, I like Rush, but I didn't like follow them like hardcore. I don't own any Rush album. I just like when on the radio, it's like, oh, okay, I'll listen to it and enjoy it, you know. Never saw them live, you know. Never saw them live. It'd be kind of hard to see the original original Rush now because the drummer passed away.
It'd be kind of disturbing, actually.
Yeah, it's like, how are we doing this?
I don't know what you did. I'm not sure it's legal.
The process will be the same, you know, steeping 30 minutes at 160 degrees roughly, and then I'll, you know, boil everything in there for an hour. And then it'll go into a fermenter and sit for a couple weeks. So I figured, I was thinking on my frequency of brewing, I think I'm going to brew every other brew day. Like we'll hang out and do brew days on the same schedule, but I think I'll brew every other brew day. I'll try that for a while and see how my beer storage situation changes.
Or brew as necessary.
Yeah.
I was thinking, the one thing I could do to keep me going is that I have to brew for hunting season.
Yeah.
Because that's the time that I buy the most beer is when I can't drink the beer that I brewed because I'm saving it for hunting season.
Saving it for hunting season.
And I drank all the beer that.
Well, you have two folks in your family that drink it pretty regularly.
That
too.
is the other thing. I have two
in
beer
my
drinkers.
household, it's just me, unless somebody comes over and hangs out. And yeah, so my beer lasts a lot longer, so I run out of space.
And I drink beer every night.
Yeah, see, I'm a weekend warrior. I don't like during my work week. I don't touch beer at all. And Friday, I'll have my first beer on Friday. And it's not like a drunk bitch. It's just like that's when I have my beers. It's Friday,
Right.
Saturday, and Sunday. You know, that's it.
Sure.
You know, technically tonight's a work night, but it's brew day, so having a beer. You know.
There you go.
So, that was because back when I was active duty, and younger, many years younger, it didn't matter what night of the week it was. I was partying,
Yeah.
And after a while, it's like, I don't feel so good anymore at work, I got tired of that work hangover. This was, probably 20 years ago when I stopped doing that, but still, that was like my thought process is like, I bet if I don't party on work nights, I'll feel a lot better on work days.
Yeah.
It's true. Who knew?
Well, and the thing is, not only you but me, when we were younger, when we drank, we were partying.
We drank to party, yeah. It wasn't like now where we're drinking
So
more.
even last night you
with
came
fun.
over. I don't know how many beers we had, but
Like 4, I think like 4 beers.
yeah, it wasn't pounding them, and we weren't like getting stupid and
Having
stuff.
fun,
We had 4 beers. We're talking with my wife and watching some videos, and it wasn't. And that's pure night,
Yeah, that was beer night. Yeah, not like it was 20 years ago for us.
20 years ago was, a case of whatever we bought.
Oh yeah.
And make sure you finish before midnight. And then go hit a local restaurant so you can puke.
Ugh.
Which, by the way, drug and alcohol counselors do not like stories like that.
No, they don't either. And yes, I did have a DD. My daughter dropped me off, and then my wife came to pick me up later. So I did do the DD thing. I did it right.
We are good people.
Yeah, that's
so to speak.
That's one of the things that my daughter was like bribing with. Well, Dad, I can give you rides places and come pick you up. When you want to go have beers, it's like, I'm going to take you up on that.
Totally need to use this child. Do the whole ale trail in one Saturday.
What are you doing Saturday? No, you're driving Jamie around. Whole ale trail one day. That's funny.
We will try. That would kill us, dude. Some of those beers.
That'd be like what, 9 beers? Because it's 9 locations, I believe.
Yes, but we do flights.
I know. We would not make it.
No. So Saturday, it would take 2 Saturdays.
We'd have to go to the furthest ones first, and then do the more localized ones the next Saturday.
Yep. So, I am brewing a Smokey Porter, my Smokey Porter that I designed, and that Ben and Trevor helped me with. because they've pretty much helped me with all the beers in my recipe.
Oh yeah, every beer I've built from the ground up, they've always provided advice and stuff.
Yep, their fingerprints are all over them. So we got Y yeast 1028. Today is 1028. I have made it with 1098. The difference, 7.
That's it, just 7. 7 billion yeast cells made.
Right, I don't know. 6.6 pounds of Reese Amber liquid malt extract. 1 ounce of Willamette hops at the 60-minute mark. 1 ounce of Kent Golding hops at the 10-minute mark. And then for the grains, we got Crystal 150, 7 ounces. So we're really dark.
Dark, yeah.
Golden Naked Oats, 7 ounces. That makes it a little thicker when you drink it. Instead of being super crisp like a lager, a heavier beer.
It's kind of thick, it thickens it up.
Black malt, 12 ounces. Because diversity. I don't know.
Wow. No, it's gonna make the beer dark.
Yes, that'll make it even darker. British chocolate malt because
We like British chocolate malt.
international, more diversity.
More diversity.
And actually we do. So the British chocolate malt seems to
This has a better flavor, I think, than the standard chocolate
the
malt.
standard chocolate malt. Sorry, America, dropped the ball on that one. And then Roush, 6 ounces, which is a smoked grain, and that gives it its smoky profile. I really like it. I'm making it at the request of my wife, who has actually broadened her palate.
Yeah.
She really has. She doesn't know it, and she wouldn't want to admit it if I hit her on it.
Gotcha.
But she really has. Like the other day, years ago, she was like, I hate ambers. The other day, we were down at Wicked Teutons, and we were drinking beer. She's like, ooh, I really like this one. I was like, really? It's like, yeah, this one's good.
Can I get that in
Sure.
writing?
She's like, why? Because this is an amber ale.
That's funny. Was that what you guys do, an open mic?
Yeah, we were doing open mic, which I'll not do again until my Step Voice comes back.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard for you to sing, but you can play guitar or something.
I don't play guitar that well, man. I'm a rhythm guitarist.
It's fine.
You know, like
That's what that stage is for. It's not a shredder. It's for a guy that kind of goes bang 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 bang.
yeah, but if there's nothing else,
Use a drum machine. Boop. MIDI drums, you know. Some of those sound really real, actually.
I've got to go. I have to leave now.
You could do it. He could do it. Jay, tell him he could do it. He could do it.
Uh-oh. Oh no! My wife is watching.
Hey, Wendy, what's up?
You need to learn how to comment!
Yeah, I was down there a couple Saturdays ago as well. We after band practice, I met with Zach and we had a couple beers. There was a band playing there that night too. It wasn't open mic. It was a couple of the guys are retired baby dudes, and then the singer, guitar player.
Yeah.
I think he's still an active duty commanding officer for.
Yep, I know who you're talking about.
I forget their name though, but anyway, they're always fun to watch because one guy plays a mandolin sometimes, and
Mm-hmm.
the other guy's playing bass or guitar.
Kind of bigger, chubby
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, I think one guy's like a retired chief or senior chief. The other guy's a
Yep.
retired warrant officer.
Yeah, the guy who plays the mandolin, he runs the open mics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. And he actually does a good job with the open mic. There's like 3 songs, you know. And
Oh,
he
right.
doesn't, you know, and that open mic is actually pretty good. I've been to some
Sounds like
that
you're
are,
organized at least, you know.
yeah, some that are terrible. And people will go up there and they'll spend 15 minutes tuning. And it's like, that's a whole set. You're done. You're done.
Man.
I mean,
You're supposed to be ready before you go out there.
and he hasn't hooked anyone, but I really think that's something. It's like, you need to be ready.
Yeah.
Jump up there and you need to play, you know, because nobody wants, especially other people who want to play.
Yeah, you're keeping those people from getting up there.
It's like, look, man, it's like, this is unfair. You gotta sit up there for 15 minutes, screwing around with your guitar, and then you gotta do your set? No.
Yeah, you lost me at burn, you know.
Yeah. It's like, thank you for the lesson in how to tune a guitar. Now you get down and the next people get up.
This is my Chinese song called Tuning.
Tuning. Famous Eastern melody. But Mike does. He runs a good.
Okay.
He runs a good
Well,
show.
that's
I
good.
enjoy it. I like everything about it. I like the family friendly. Some people don't like it.
Yeah.
Like there's some people who have complained, oh, there's kids here. It's like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
you
family
know.
place.
yeah, it's. Are you
Yeah,
drinking
there was.
beer? Is it good beer?
That night that I went there, there were Girl Scouts selling Girl Scout cookies in there actually, but they weren't being intrusive. They were just there off to the side if somebody wanted to buy some, you know. And
right.
In fact, one of the dads or whatever was coming around with a plate of like Thin Mints and just say, "Hey, you guys want one?" Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and they don't serve food, so they let you bring
in your own food. Yeah.
Yeah, we go to the restaurant next door and order to go, and then go back out there and drink the beers.
Oh yeah, DoorDash will come drop stuff off for people. I mean, yeah. Anyway, but I agree. It's a good atmosphere. Who cares if there's kids in there, man? It's not that kind of bar. You know, it's you know, it's a nice place to go hang out, drink beer, watch some people play music.
And if you want to go to that kind of bar, go to that kind
of
bar.
That kind of bar, yeah.
And I don't know how they get away with it. That's got to be a Washington loophole somewhere that a tap room can do that.
Well, I guess as long as the kids aren't sitting at the bar, it's okay.
You know? Okay.
Because the other day, Riley came to pick me up. Well, actually, what she did was Brandy dropped her off at Flyers. I was with Vince and some of the other guys, and I had a couple beers, you know, a couple more than I needed. So I was like, yeah, I'm not driving home. So I called Brandy and I said, hey, you know, first I was texting Riley if she could come pick me up, but then Brandy had to go do something else. She's like, well, I'll just drop her off. That way she can just drive your truck with you home. Well, she got there, and at first she went and sat at the bar, and right before I could say anything, Nicole, the bartender, was like, oh, she can't be up here. And I'm like, I know, get back, you know. So she had to stay behind the bar counter. But the Flyers is different because it's her food as well.
Right, that's a restaurant with a bar area.
But I think that it's similar to Wicked-Two-Town, even though they don't serve food. No, they did have food behind the bar now. I think like hot dogs or something. There's food there now. But I know you could always have your children there. But I think it's because of the way they advertise the place. You know, as long as they don't go to the bar,
some way to get around it.
Same with Kraken downtown. Kids can go in there too, as long as they don't go in the bar area. You know.
And you know what the thing is that as long as the kind of people that go to a tap room are different than the kind of people that go to bars, anyways.
Right.
Generally speaking, you know, for one thing, the beers are more expensive because they're all snobby beers.
Yeah.
You know, no lie. It's like we like snobby beers. Steve's a beer snob. I'm not. I just like snobby beers.
Wait a minute. He's just saying that because he'll drink Coors Light in between.
It's my go-to when I run out of beer.
I used to give him crap and refer to it as training beer.
That's a great term for it, training beer. But in any case, it's a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I like it.
It's nice too. Yeah. It's. You know, I don't go to that place feeling like I have to watch my back because some drunk felon is gonna want to start crap because he got drunk. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Some of the bars around here. One on Goldie Street, I won't go in there. Sports bar, what do they call it?
Oh, really?
It's by that cannabis store on Goldie, you know what I'm talking about? Right before you hit 20.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
I won't
about.
go in there. I've heard bad stuff about it, man.
It's a true bar, huh?
Yeah, it's you know, it's you can't go there and just go have a beer and, you know, and enjoy a beer. Someone's got to give you crap, you know. It's just like, really?
That's too bad.
I don't know. It might be exaggerated, is what people told me, but it doesn't sound like a place I want to go hang out, you know. So.
Ooh, let's introduce a new segment to our show.
What's
You
that?
ready? Movie reviews with the Northwest Brewmeisters.
Movie reviews.
Yes. Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. It was good.
Haven't seen it, but I'll take his word for it.
Kung Fu Panda 4. It was good too.
Haven't seen it, but I'll take his word for it.
And that concludes that section of our show.
Okay. Very good. Moving on.
Moving on. All right, so more seriously, I was a little nervous about the new Ghostbusters because it looked like they killed a lot of people, like a lot of extras.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I was like, no, man, because that's just not the spirit of the Ghostbusters.
That wasn't the original 80s Ghostbusters.
You're right, the original 80s Ghostbusters, you know, Walter Peck got buried by marshmallow cream. That's about the most violent thing that happened. You know, Rick Moranis and Sigourney Weaver got possessed, but they didn't die. I don't think anybody actually died in the movie.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
Well, there really is no Dana anymore. Or Rick. Vince.
They didn't make any cameo appearances?
Nope. As a matter of fact, Sigourney Weaver, she didn't come back in Afterlife either, now that I think about it.
Oh. Oh, that's too bad.
But the other three did, you know. 4 if you count Annie Potts.
Yeah.
She was in it. She,
I mean, she had a major role in the main movies, even the first two that came out in the 80s. You know?
dude, she was a major player.
Yeah.
I mean, even though, she was like the secretary and stuff, the humor that her character added.
Yeah, her attitude was funny.
I've quit better jobs than
Ghostbusters,
this.
what do you want? You know?
Yeah, I mean, it was just great.
yeah, her character was fun to watch. Yeah.
She was more of a cameo in Afterlife. Like, really, she was like a property manager. You know what? I'm finishing my movie review, damn it.
It was just a hint, not a thou shalt finish thy beer now. You know, it was.
So, anyways, but she was more of a cameo in Afterlife.
Ah, okay.
And of course, actually, all of the original cast, very, very brief. Like maybe 5 minutes total screen time.
Yeah, I saw Afterlife. It's been. Actually, I think it was on last night, but I didn't really watch it. But it was on at the house when I got home after we hung out.
It was on at my house too.
Yeah. Oh.
Timo was watching
He was watching
it.
it.
While we were
Okay.
over. Yeah, I liked Afterlife. I thought it did well. And it was the same deal. Nobody died. Lots of craziness, lots of scary ghost things, but nobody died. In Frozen Empire, one person does die. One expendable extra bites it.
Expendable extra.
Well, that's what they are.
Yeah.
They're the extras.
Where's my money? You'll get your check for $25 in 2 weeks. For being expendable extra.
Well, it's something.
Well, start going to Hollywood. You know what? I mean, all jokes aside, it's probably where a lot of those folks get started, man. You have one little 2-second role. It's something on a resume,
Yeah. Well, you work it. I mean, it's just like any other thing. You build your resume and career.
Right. I guess it doesn't really start counting unless you get a speaking part, even if it's just one line,
Yeah, you have to have one line. There's some rules about
part of
lines.
the Film Actors Guild or something like that. You have to have.
Yep. I don't know exactly what the rules are.
I don't
but
either. How's your brew going, man? What you got, Sean? How much time do you have left on your steam? Not that I'm concerned. I'm just curious for discussion purposes.
12 minutes.
Oh, you got time.
Okay, look. Look, dearest wife, nobody in the audience can appreciate your wit when you do it via text message. I'm not supposed to be checking my text messages while I'm on the show. That is so unprofessional. It was like the very, 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 very first episode that happened. We fired up, we're going, and Steve's like, and it's like, ba-ding, and Steve's like, and I did this.
Really?
He kind of looks back at me.
Yeah.
We were more professional then. Oh, we've never been professional.
We don't need it.
No, we don't. This is just fun.
We'll keep it pro by not swearing too bad.
Hey,
or
Wendy.
Or get inappropriate or dirty,
Wendy, I got an idea. Get Timo to help you. He can figure out how to send chat messages. Classic kid shows the parent how
to do it. Yeah. Like, give me that. That's how you do this.
So, anyways, Frozen Empire, absolutely recommend. Maybe not movies, but I'm not a theater guy.
Yeah.
We went to the drive-in because I like the whole drive-in experience.
Yeah.
Right. So we did. We bought.
Video games and fun stuff, right?
Oh yeah, we showed up stupid early.
Yeah.
The show started at like 7:45. That's when it finally got dark enough.
Here's $100. Let's go play some games,
Yep. It was. We showed up at like 4:15.
Oh wow.
Caught a nap. Waited for the beer garden to open. Waited longer for the beer garden to open. Asked someone if they would open
Are you guys
the beer
gonna
garden.
open the garden?
As it opens with the box office, man. The box office is open.
What time they finally get the doors open to the beer garden?
Oh, like 5:30, somewhere there. It wasn't actually unreasonable,
Right. Were you the only cat trying to get a beer?
I was not. I was just the only one who said something.
Oh, okay.
So I was in the arcade, checking on the boys, and they're
Right.
having fun playing their games. And I walked up, I see this other dude looking out the door. There's double glass doors that go right out to the beer garden. He's looking at it, and I grinned. I was like, "Don't worry, man. 5 minutes." I just spoke to the guy. He's like, "Oh, good." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm actually happy too. I won't be the only guy there."
Did you chat with the dude or just
No, he was with his family.
Oh,
I
okay.
just, little silly comments like that, and I moved on. But
carry on? Yeah.
Oh, dude. This poor lady. She drove her truck into some other dude's truck. Hard.
Oh.
I mean, I was a good 100, 150 feet away and I hit bam! I was like, oh,
That didn't sound good.
we should go check that one out.
Of all times to get into a fender bender.
Oh, and she was freaked out. I mean, she was just rattled, done, you know? And the guy's like,
Maybe she was under the influence or something.
I don't think so.
No?
I mean, I think she was just, she crashed her car and then she was freaked out. I mean, it's dark. I mean, you got to be careful with the driving because the way the lights are and stuff, visibility is not good at
Not
those
very
places.
good.
And
Yeah. I haven't been in years, man.
she managed to drive right into his driver's side door. I walked up to him. I was like, "You okay?" He's like, "Nobody hurt, man. We're good." Walked over to her and she's sobbing in the driver's seat. I'm like, "Hey, it's okay.
Things happen, you know.
Nobody's hurt. It's just crunched metal and rubber.
Yeah.
It can all be
It can
fixed.
Yeah.
Deep breath here. We're okay." The guy was funny because when he talked to her, he was super nice. He's like, "Nobody's hurt.
Yeah.
I've got insurance. I'm
Hopefully
assuming
you're
you got
insured."
insurance." And it was. She had a nice car. It wasn't like some beater type
Right,
deal,
right.
So she probably had insurance and stuff. But we were walking. He had to get out on the passenger side because his door was done.
Oh.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, "Arr." That was his only anger right there. Arr. But then when he went and talked to her, just sweet as pie.
Yeah, I mean, good for him for being cordial and,
Well, and the
not
thing
losing
is,
his mind over something that, yeah, it sucks, it's your vehicle, but,
yeah,
you know.
he was telling her,
She
he's
didn't
like,
mean to,
no, it's not. And she wasn't like, if she was like an 18-year-old kid, like that girl that parked her truck in the bushes
Oh,
down here just
yeah.
past your house. That girl needed to have someone tear her head off and hand it back to her.
Yeah.
Because she was being stupid.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this was someone
She just
who,
didn't see it,
yeah, it was just bad visibility. It really is. Because of the lights from the box office, the headlights, this, that, and the other. Really, it's like, I move very slow with the drive-in.
Oh, yeah.
Because you just can't see. Even with your headlights and everything, it's just like, it's hard to see. I don't know why it is.
That's why you get there early when it's daylight.
Right. And you park. And then if you have my kids, we watch the credits all the way to the end where it says, "Go home now." It doesn't really say go home now, but it does say, all right, movie's over, return your radios, you can leave.
Get out of here. Go away now.
Although it is kind of cool. So, because they have the beer garden, they say, hey, it's okay if you spend a couple hours in the parking lot. We would rather you sleep in your car in the parking lot than crash and die on the way home.
Yeah, that's good. I can agree.
It's not the perfect way.
No, but at least they're probably hoping nobody drinks that much that they have to do that, but
Right.
I guess they're okay with you doing it if you need to,
And they have camping, and that's all. I mean, a lot of it came, I think, because of the beer garden.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
I mean, they have like, there's a whole rule on camping. It's like, look, you can't put your tent next to the car. Put it in front or behind.
Ah, okay.
Like, and then they actually have a spot for RVs and campers.
Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah.
It's actually a really cool place. They do a lot of really cool stuff there.
Yeah, because it's been a few years since I've been there. I think it was right before or right during the start of the plague. The great plague of the 21st century so far. Early 21st century. We still have a lot of time left.
We do. There's like almost a whole century. Almost.
At least, 73% of the, a little more than that.